Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Justin and
I'm Emily.
And we'd like to welcome you to That Christian Vlogger. We like to say that this is a place where you get to join us and experience faith in the first person. And this month we are doing a special project called VEDA, which stands for Vlog Every Day in April. And people seem to like you on the camera, babe.
Oh, thanks. I'm just kidding.
So in our last video, we asked if you guys had any questions for us, and you guys did come through. So Julie from Julie's Journey to Health has a question for us, and the question is this, how did you know that Justin was the one?
I think you should answer that one.
How did I know that I was the one?
Oh, no, you should answer that one for me.
I actually kind of have a problem with the question. I don't think that the way that the world works is that there really is actually one person for each other individual. Now, I don't mean that like after marriage. I'm not saying that after Emily there's supposed to be other people in my life. That's not what I mean. But what I mean is that I don't think that God has it set up where you can only marry one person, and like that's the only person he has for your life. I don't think that that's actually how the world works, because if, like, let's say person A and B were supposed to be together and then they somehow mix up and they marry someone else, then all of a sudden, like, there sets like this chain reaction where no one is marrying the right person at all. So I don't think that there's supposed to be like this ideal or perfect person that God has planned for you. I think there are categories of people that you would work well with and people that you wouldn't work well with. So right off the bat, I don't think that there ever really is supposed to be the one kind of a thing. I think you make a choice, you make a decision to love someone, and that actually is worth more. Because imagine if the only person that I could ever marry was Emily. Like, that would be great, but the problem with it would be that, you know, my decision to love her really wouldn't be as beautiful or as great anymore, because I'm kind of like forced to marry her. She's the only person that I work with. So I think rather than there only being one person, it's more beautiful that you could work with a number of people, several different kinds of people, and you choose the person that you want to marry. So I think maybe redefining the question is like, how did you know that you wanted to choose to love the other person? I think that that's a better question to ask.
Yeah, because I really believe that, like, God obviously gives us free choice in who we want to be with. I think that you really have to take into consideration, like, how is this person's personality and their beliefs align with mine. Going to counseling and stuff before marriage is a really good idea.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, like, God, as long as, like, you're not unequally yoked in a lot of areas that are, like, foundational, I think, like, God gives us the option of, like, oh, like, there's all these different good Christian guys or good Christian girls out there for you, and, like, you don't have to, like, pick just one of them and that's your destined one or something like that. I feel like there's, like, a lot of amazing people out there in the world who are doing the will of God in their day-to-day lives. I really don't think that there's, like, a one either. Hi, doggy.
There's Radley.
Doggy.
There's Radley. Hello, Radley.
Meow, meow.
That's not a dog noise.
Oh, he's so cute.
You said meow, meow.
He's so big.
Goodness, I'm having the whole rooster hair coming out again. This is going to be a painful next couple of weeks. Sorry, guys, that you have to deal with my nasty hair.
Yeah,
but,
and, like, also think about it in the way, like, what if your spouse, like, died or deceased, like, next year?
That's
like,
actually a really good point.
Like, is that, like, the only person you're supposed to be with your whole life? And, you know, God, that there's not anyone else out there for you and you're not supposed to, like, find another person after that? I don't think that's, like, you could be destined, like Paul, to be single your whole life, but I really think that, you know, you shouldn't say, oh, there's a destined one for me, because, you know, things could happen, and yeah.
All right, so, but to kind of answer the spirit of the question, what happened in our relationship, or what did you see that made you decide that you wanted to spend your life with me?
I think, like, after those first few months of dating, like, really getting to know each other and spending time together.
Because it happened fast for us.
Yeah, it happened really fast.
We got engaged after 6 months of knowing each other.
Yeah. It was just like, wow, we had, like, those tough conversations early on in our relationship because, like, we were wanting to be serious. Like, I am at the point where I want to settle down and get married. So, like, we weren't playing around and, like, casually dating at all.
Yeah, that was a super helpful part of the relationship. We weren't, like, just kind of playing games or just, it wasn't, like, up in the air. Does she like me? Do I like her? Like, and you know, how you can kind of play games in a relationship, like, straight from the very first date. It was kind of like, hey, this is what I'm intending. This is kind of the purpose. This is what I'm looking for. And we were actually on the same page of that. And that was kind of a scary conversation to start. But once we had it, it was very, very nice.
So kind of like us being honest, like, from the get-go and, like, airing all our
I'm just realizing that it's going out of. Sorry guys if the video's been out of focus multiple times. We're in obviously an uncontrolled environment, so it might be out of focus a little bit.
I was saying, anyways.
It just cut me off. Anyways,
being honest early on in your relationship and kind of like airing all your dirty laundry, like stuff you've dealt with in the past, is like really important. And once that was done, like I like knew everything about him. Like we can move forward with like a fresh start, and that's how I kind of knew like, oh, his goals in life and, you know, things he struggled with. And after that point, we had like similar life goals, and obviously both Christians and other things too, like sense of humor. You can have fun together. Yeah, not just all like serious stuff.
Yeah, you're actually referring to kind of a really pivotal key moment while we were dating, where we won't go into too much of the details, but basically you felt impressed to kind of like confess to me kind of like this big sin in your life that you were really afraid of and really scared of, but you wanted to be honest with me, and you weren't sure how I would take it, if I would still choose to kind of stay in that relationship, or if I would be like, you know what, I can't do it. But in that moment, your vulnerability sparked me to actually come clean on to certain sins in my life, things that I'm struggling with, and I kind of just laid it all out. And I think there's something that is so profound about love when that person who knows everything about you chooses to love you in spite of how messed up and screwed up you are actually in real life.
Yeah.
And I definitely think that was one of the main moments in my for me that I was like, man, this is really something special. This is really amazing, because she knows like the deepest, darkest secrets of me, and has chosen to love and accept and to forgive me and to like support me moving forward. And that definitely was a key moment for me in really deciding, you know what, I really want to give like my best to this relationship.
That's a long version of an answer, but that's it.
Hopefully that helps. See, it keeps going out of focus like multiple times. The whole video is going to be in and out of focus.
That's okay. It's a vlog.
Yeah.
It's every day.
I'm not going to worry about it. Well, there you go. Thank you guys so much for joining us for Veda today, and we will see you guys tomorrow. If you have any other questions or topics that you would like us to talk about, let us know in the comment section below. But until next time,
we're that Christian vlogger, and we want to have you over for lunch. No, I'm just kidding.
That's going to be the new outro.
We want you. We encourage you to experience faith in the first person.
There you go.
Bye.
Bye.
God bless.
God bless.